Hey there, my friend. There's a lot of talk these days about being authentic, about showing up in the world like you've got your own voice, your own message, your own you. You're being you. You're not trying to be somebody else. I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I was noticing how people get mixed up trying to be authentic, trying to have an original message. And I remembered that I had this kind of gotten stuck myself in this sort of place of like, what is my message? What is my originality? I would be listening to spiritual teachers and personal development teachers all morning long, and then I'd go and make a video, and then I'd feel bad about the fact that I was using some of their quotes, and sometimes I'd reference them, sometimes I wouldn't, but I'd be like, if I'm just mimicking other people's stuff, then it's not my original message. That's not original, that's not being authentic. So I started to ask myself, like, how do you really be authentic? And then I started trying to be authentic. And you could see that if you try to be original, try to be authentic, it like doesn't work, And so a principle that came through to me, that became very clear to me, that I shared with my friend on the phone just now, is that when you're trying to be authentic, it's not happening. It's impossible to try to be authentic or try to be original. Authenticity is really a paradox. I think we're also fascinated by it because it's a paradox in itself. Like, if you're focusing on it, it can't be happening. So instead, just pull in all of the goodness, all of the resources, all of the videos and speeches and context and information that you love, that you're fascinated by. Just get fascinated by stuff. Surround yourself with what you're interested in. And then mimic that back out, but make it a remix. Instead of thinking of originality, think of remixing. So think of remixing the stuff that you love into a unique blend that is all your own. Because here's the fucking truth. Shakespeare figured it all out before we could ever get to any of it. Like, all of the paradigms and all of the sort of different ways that human beings could interact, and all of the different principles and archetypes, like between Joseph Campbell and Shakespeare, like, it's all kind of already there. You can remix it, though, put your twist on it, put your mix on it. Like, all of the notes of the musical scale, you're not going to invent a new note. You're not going to invent a new color, but you can create a new song, and you can create a new painting. So think of your message and think of your offering to the world as your song and your message and your creative offering, instead of having to be exactly a brand new thing every time, because you'll get all stuck in your head. I get stuck in my head sometimes too, and I think it has to be perfect like that. It doesn't have to be perfect like that. It already is perfect when you're not trying to make it perfect. People love you when you're not trying to be somebody else, because then that gives them permission to not be somebody fucking else. I love you, my friend. Hopefully that helps. Comment or message me if you have any questions. Take care.